Hey Aquarius, it's Suzanne with Sunny Force Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for March 8th through March 14th. All right, so we're going to start off with some Lenormand cards. And this is going to tell us maybe what is on your plate right now or what's going on. And then we'll get into the tarot. Okay. So middle card has the most significance, okay? So let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Oh, nice, fish. So something prosperous, something full of abundance for you. What could that be? Could it be, let's see. Wow. And then we have the house. Sagittarius had these same two cards. So this might have to do with where you're living or your stability or the abundance and stability of a relationship or connection. What do we have here? And then we have the dice. So this might be, this is risk, okay? This is risky communication. Risky communication doesn't really fit with these two things here. It's like you might be risking a very stable situation, or you might be risking a stable and abundant connection. You might be risking a marriage, something like that. All right, so let's see what we get here. All right, so the first card here represents the most important thing we need to know about. This is about something positive that's going on here. This is the challenge. Oh, my nose is itching. And this is the fear you might have around this. The hope, what you're hoping for. And then finally, what's coming next? So you might be risking something big here, okay? It might be for a person, might be for yourself, it might be, for a job. All right, so let's see, what is the most important thing that we need to know about this risk here? All right, so we've got 8 of Pentacles. So it feels like something risky might be going on at work for you, okay? This is work for sure. So why would you be doing that? Why would you be possibly risking your job or risking, it might be for a connection, it might be for a relationship that's going on at work. What do we have here? This is something positive. 8 of Cups. The same card came up for Sagittarius in the same spot. So whatever is going on here, if you're walking away from something, I feel like it's a positive thing, okay? You might feel like it's risky, okay, but I feel like it's a very positive thing ultimately for you. So you might be walking away from a job. You might be walking away from something that's actually working pretty well for you, and that's why it's a risk. You might be walking away from a marriage or a committed relationship. So what is the challenge here? King of Swords. You're questioning yourself. You're asking a lot of questions, and I don't know that that's really a bad thing. You might be creating more challenge than you need to, but I think it's good to ask some logical questions about, what is practical here, what you can practically do. What is your fear? The Fool. So you are afraid of taking this risk. You are afraid of the unknown here. But at the same time, you're excited by the unknown. You're excited by, doing something a little bit out of character, okay? The Fool, he's a character, right? You're doing something out of character for you. And again, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. It might be a little scary, but taking a good risk, taking a calculated risk can be really, really good for the soul. It can. It can really fuel you in the right direction. What are you hoping to get out of this? What are you hoping for? All right, so we have Ace of Pentacles. You're hoping for a prosperous new beginning, okay? And it feels like that's the direction it's going. It might be risky, but I feel like it brings a lot of abundance and stability, even if you're risking your current abundance and stability, okay? If you're not used to taking risks, you might find yourself very invigorated. You might find yourself very like, oh my gosh, why haven't I done this sooner? What was I waiting for? Okay, so what's next for you? Five of Wands. So it feels like there's a period of you don't know how this is going to turn out. You don't know if this was the right choice. You don't know if, this is going to prove as an abundant choice for you. I feel like it will. All right, so let's see. Let's take a look. I want to clarify this Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Fool, and this Five of Wands. Let's also clarify the dice, just because I'm curious. All right, so let's clarify what the risk is. Queen of Swords. This is crazy. This is almost identical to the Sagittarius reading. So we have the King and Queen of Swords. You do have a connection with somebody that you might consider a soulmate type of connection. But a lot of it right now, and it could be because the two of you work together, a lot of the connection is happening in your thoughts. It's happening in your head. It's not really happening in the physical world. So this connection might seem very risky. The two of you might feel like you can't really be seen in public together for some reason. Again, this could represent a marriage for somebody, possibly for the feminine in this situation. But yeah, it feels like a risky connection, a risky situation, possibly because you work together. So this is a positive energy of walking away from something. So what's this about? Six of Cups. This is literally the Sagittarius reading. If you're connecting with a Sag, you're getting the exact same reading practically with the exact same cards almost. So Six of Cups, it's like, yes, you're walking away from something on purpose and you're walking towards something on purpose. And it feels like you're leaving something so you can move towards a relationship or a soulmate connection, and it feels risky to you. This Queen of Swords or King of Swords, this is the challenge, is that you're asking a lot of questions or you're questioning this. You're not trusting it. And then we have the Emperor. So the Emperor, you're not comfortable with not knowing exactly what the outcome is going to be. You would prefer that this had a more predictable outcome, and it doesn't. So you feel a little bit out of control. You feel like you don't have any control over the outcome of this. And that may be true. It feels like that's how it's supposed to be that way. The Fool is your fear. You're afraid of the unknown. And then we have Eight of Swords. This is, it's crazy how much this is like the Sagittarius reading. So you're afraid of, you know, getting trapped. You know, you make a move, you might leave something behind, and then you get stuck, or you don't know what to do next. And that's why I feel like you're asking a lot of questions of yourself, like, is this smart? Is this the right thing to do? You're doing something that's out of character for you, and that might be just what you need. Even if it doesn't work out perfectly initially, I feel like it ultimately will. Okay, so what are we moving towards next? You know, I feel like you're in this state of what's going to happen. I don't know where I stand. I may not know where I stand in a connection or what I'm going to do next. So 5 of Wands clarified by the World. So this is saying that even though you might not know what's coming next, which is part of taking a risk sometimes, this cycle was meant to end. Whatever you were doing, it was meant to be let go of. It was meant to be walked away from. It might have been a person. It might have been a situation. But it was meant to end. So you might have been listening to your intuition more than you normally do. And it's because right here, your hope is to have a brand new beginning, something that you have intention to grow, possibly with a soulmate. Somebody that I don't feel like you're around right now, somebody that you're thinking a lot about, they're thinking a lot about you. It could have been somebody that you work with, or you're walking away from a job to move towards somebody. You know, and it might be that you haven't even seen this person in a while. So there's a lot of unknowns that feel risky to you. But you should be proud of yourself for doing that. There's nothing worse than staying somewhere that you know is, you know, it might feel somewhat secure, but it doesn't inspire you. You don't have any passion for it, and it can be a person, it can be a place, it can be, you know, a situation or a job. But if you know that your heart's not in it, it's like you have no choice but to walk away from it. And again, you might be threatening your abundance, your money, your stability, but I feel like that comes right back around to you in a better way. Okay? Okay. Whoops. All right, so Aquarius, that is what I have for you. If you are looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can definitely reach out to me. If not, no worries. The general readings are a little bit shorter this week because I plan on doing more readings this week. So you can look for those. And I thank you so much and have a fantastic week. All right, thanks. Bye.